guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have Season 4, Event number 8 of Monster Jam Holiday Racing, and including this event, there are only 3 events to go. So before we get things started here today, let's take a look at the top 5 in the point standings. So coming into today, right now, your points leader is Tasmanian Devil with 22 points. Then we actually have a tie for second place between Prowler and the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels. Now, both of those guys are 1 point off of the lead. They have 21, and there's actually a tie for fourth and fifth between Captain's Curse and Blue Thunder. Now, they both have 19 points, so they are both 3 points off of the lead. So that means the top 5 trucks in the points right now are separated by just 3 points, which is pretty crazy. Now, I'm going to show you guys something really quickly here on my laptop. It is the point standings, and I just wanted to point out the top 12 right now are only separated by 7 points. Now, that is very, very close. An event championship is 6 points. So if one of these trucks down here with 15 points were to win here today, that could shake up everything. So it is really going to get interesting. This event is really, really important for those trucks that still have hopes of winning the championship. So yeah, anyways, guys, let's take a look here. All of the races in round number 1. We're going to kick things off with Crustacean taking on Soldier Fortune. Now, if you guys don't know what truck you're in, which I'm sure you do by now, but just in case you don't, as always, you can go down to the comments below where I will be posting a pinned comment with the entire field of trucks. So yeah, guys, those are all the races here in round number 1. Good luck to everybody, and especially those of you that are still fighting it out for the championship. And if you lose in round 1, you will get 1 point. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Crustacean taking on Soldier Fortune. So event number 8 is underway. And the first win is going to go to Soldier Fortune. Next up, we have Mechanical Mischief taking on Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And it is going to go to Mechanical Mischief. Next up, we have Zombie taking on Batman. And it is going to go to Zombie with a huge upset win. Next up, we have Max D taking on Pirate's Curse. And it's going to go to Max D. Next up, we have New Tool Gravedigger taking on Megalodon. And it's going to go to New Tool Gravedigger. Next up, we have Son of a Digger taking on the 2017 Monster Mutt. And Son of a Digger rolls over. That gives the win to Monster Mutt. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on your points leader, Tasmanian Devil. And it's going to go to Stone Crusher. That is back-to-back events where Tasmanian Devil has lost in round number 1. Next up, we have Avenger taking on the 2014 Monster Mutt. And it's going to go to Avenger. Monster Mutt probably would have had that if he didn't roll over. Next up, we have Prowler taking on Mohawk Warrior. Oh, I thought Mohawk Warrior might have got the win there, but it's going to go to Prowler. Next up, we have a Battle of the Gravediggers. We have the Track Ace Gravedigger and the Old Tool Gravedigger. And they both roll over. I think it's going to be the Track Ace, but let's take a look from the aerial view. Yeah, that's definitely the Track Ace Gravedigger, so he will take the win. Next up, we have the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels taking on Iron Man. And, ooh, that is very, very close. Hot Wheels rolled over, and remember, he is tied for second in the points, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Let's go straight down. And it is going to be Iron Man. Next up, we have Red El Toro Loco taking on Captain's Curse. And it's going to go to Captain's Curse with the best run so far today. Next up, we have the 2011 Monster Mutt taking on Dragon. And it's going to go to Dragon with the come-from-behind win. At least I think so. Let's take a look at the aerial view just to make sure. And yeah, that is clearly going to be Dragon. Next up, we have your defending championship truck, Blue Thunder, taking on Orange El Toro Loco. And it's going to go to Blue Thunder. Next up, we have Higher Education taking on TMNT. And it's going to go to Higher Education. Next up, we have the final race of round number 1, which is going to be between Michigan Ice Monster and the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels. And, oh man, what a race down to the end. That is super, super close. The way they're both angled, that is just so close. But let's see. Oh man, is it Ice Monster? I don't know. That looks just so close. Let's try it again. I think that's going to be too close to call. Man, I'm sorry if you guys disagree with this, but we're going to have to do a rerun. All right, guys, so we have switched up the lanes, and here goes the rerun. And this time it is going to be Michigan Ice Monster. All right, guys, so here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 1, which means they will get 1 point for this event. And now it is time for round number 2. We are down to 16 trucks, so here's a great look at all of the races. And if you lose in this round, you will get 2 points. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Soldier Fortune taking on Mechanical Mischief. All right, guys, so round number 2 is underway. And the first win... Oh, I think it still might be Mechanical Mischief, but he definitely had it until he rolled over there. But let's take a look from the aerial view. I think it's Mechanical Mischief. Let's go straight down. And yes, it is, just barely. Next up, we have a Battle of the Customs between Zombie and Max D. And it is going to go to Zombie. Next up, we have New Tool Gravedigger taking on the 2017 Monster Mutt. And it's going to go to Gravedigger. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on Avenger. And it's going to go to Stone Crusher. Next up, we have Prowler taking on Gravedigger Track Ace. And they both roll over, and just barely it's going to go to Prowler. Next up, we have Iron Man taking on Captain's Curse. And, oh, Iron Man had the lead, and Captain's Curse was gonna come back to take the win, but at the last second, Iron Man is able to block him, and it's gonna go to Iron Man. Next up, we have Dragon taking on Blue Thunder. And it's gonna go to Dragon, so Blue Thunder will not win back-to-back. Next up, we have the final race of round number 2, which is gonna be between Higher Education and Michigan Ice Monster. And it's going to go to Michigan Ice Monster. So these 8 trucks all lost in round number 2, which means they will get 2 points for this event. And now we are down to the quarterfinals. So here's a look at all of the races. And if you lose in this round, you will get 3 points. Now, the only truck here that has won an event so far this season is Prowler. So if Prowler does not win, we are going to have yet another new champion. I know Blue Thunder did get his 2nd championship in the previous event, but other than Blue Thunder, there are no other trucks in this series that has more than 1 victory. We're going to have to wait and see if Prowler can become the 2nd truck to do that here today. But anyways, guys, I will say the names when we get down to the semifinals. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Mechanical Mischief taking on Zombie. So who is going to be the first person to move on to the semifinals? It is going to be Mechanical Mischief. Next up, we have New Tool Gravedigger taking on Stone Crusher. And Gravedigger rolls over. That's going to go to Stone Crusher with probably the best run so far today. Next up, we have a very important race between Prowler and Iron Man. And it's going to go to Prowler. Next up, we have the final race until the semifinals, which is going to be between Dragon and Michigan Ice Monster. And it is going to go to Dragon. Man, I thought Michigan Ice Monster might come back to take the win, but Dragon is just barely going to edge him out. So these 4 trucks all lost in the quarterfinals, which means they will get 3 points for this event. And now we are down to the semifinals. So let's go over the field of trucks. Inside of Mechanical Mischief, we have SpongeBob Fan 23. Inside of Stone Crusher, we have Rory Christmas 2008. Inside of Prowler, we have Khan. And inside of Dragon, we have Monster Jam Fan 25. So that is the semifinals. And like I said before, one of these trucks does have a championship, and that is Prowler. He won event number 4, and he actually was the runner-up in event number 3. So he's looking to make his 3rd championship race appearance here today. We're just going to have to wait and see what is going to happen, though. And if you lose in this round, you will get 4 points. And if it's not Prowler, we are going to have a new champion. So anyways, guys, without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Mechanical Mischief taking on Stone Crusher. So who is going to make their first championship race appearance this season? Is it going to be SpongeBob Fan 23 or Rory Christmas 2008? It is going to be SpongeBob Fan 23 and Mechanical Mischief moving on to the championship race. Congratulations, man. In my opinion, this truck is actually pretty fast. He has just had some bad luck this season, but for him, he is finally moving on to the championship race here today. Let's see if he can finally get that win. But man, oh man, Stone Crusher and Rory Christmas 2008. I know this truck is kind of beat up. It does have a fair share of paint chips. Probably the worst condition holiday truck I have. But you were so close, man. Better luck in event number 9, and you're going to collect 4 points here today. So who is going to meet SpongeBob Fan 23 and Mechanical Mischief in the championship race? Is it going to be Khan in Prowler or Monster Jam Fan 25 in Dragon? It is going to be Khan in Prowler, making his third championship race appearance in just 8 events, going for his second win. Congratulations, man. And man, oh man, Monster Jam Fan 25, you have fallen just short of making your first ever championship race appearance this season, and you're going to collect 4 points. Better luck in event number 9 to you. So these two trucks both lost in the semifinals, which means they will get 4 points for this event. And now we are down to the championship race. Inside of Mechanical Mischief, we have SpongeBob Fan 23 making his first championship race appearance this season, trying to get his first ever win. Now inside of Prowler, like I said, making his third championship race appearance this season, we have Khan. Now one thing that I can definitely say is right now, with only 2 events to go after this, the championship is Prowler's to lose, because he came into today just 1 point behind Tasmanian Devil, but Tasmanian Devil lost in round number 1. So man, oh man, this is huge for Prowler. The winner is going to get 6 points, and the loser is going to get 5. So let's see who it's going to be. The winner of Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 4, Event number 8, is going to be none other than... it's going to be Khan in Prowler, getting his second championship this season. Congratulations, man. This is now back-to-back events where a truck has gotten their second championship of the season. Blue Thunder did it in event number 7, and now Prowler does it here today. And like I said, the championship at this point is his to lose, because he is going to collect 6 points here today. And man, oh man, SpongeBob Fan 23 and Mechanical Mischief, you were so close to getting that win here today. I thought you were going to get it, but unfortunately you have fallen just short, and you were going to collect 5 points. Better luck in event number 9 to you, though. But anyways, guys, congratulations one last time to Khan in Prowler. Everything seems to be going his way right now, and that is definitely the truck to beat now in the final 2 events. But anyways, guys, I am now going to total up the current point standings, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so here's a look at the point standings, and as you guys can see, Prowler's win here today has really shaken things up. He now has 27 points, he's in the points lead, and he has a 4-point lead over Tasmanian Devil, who is in second place with 23, and he has a 5-point lead on third place, which is Hot Wheels with the black roll cage with 22, and then 4th and 5th are actually still tied, these same 2 trucks, Captain's Curse and Blue Thunder, and even they are 6 points off of the lead. And as you guys know, an event championship is worth 6 points, and with only 2 events to go, man, oh man, it is really in Prowler's hands now. Prowler has to do pretty bad in these final 2 events for anybody else to win the championship. Honestly, Tasmanian Devil is really the only truck that's really within striking distance, I would say. But again, anything can happen. He could lose in round 1 in the final 2 events, but from what he has shown us this season with 3 championship race appearances, 2 championship victories, it looks like that losing in round 1 and back-to-back events for him is probably very unlikely. So that's pretty interesting. Then we have a tie for 6th and 7th between Megalodon and Iron Man, and 6th and 7th place are 9 points off of the lead with 18. Actually, Dragon as well has 18. I don't know why I didn't mention him. But Megalodon, Iron Man, and Dragon, a 3-way tie. Then we have a 4-way tie for 9th between Batman, Higher Education, Stone Crusher, and Mechanical Mischief. So that is your top dozen. Those guys are all within 10 points. But like I said, an event championship is 6 points, and there's only 2 events to go. But anyways, guys, here is a look at the rest of the point standings. Actually, before I scroll down anymore, I do just want to say that Megalodon, Batman, and Crustacean, those 3 trucks, after the first like 5 or 6 events, they looked really fast. But these last 2 or 3 events have not been good for them, and all of a sudden they have just completely fallen off. So very unfortunate for them. But anyways, like I said, we're going to scroll through the rest of the list here. So here is a look at everybody with 16 points. And then everybody with 15 is right below them, as you guys can see. Then we have 2 trucks with 14, 2 trucks with 13, 2 trucks with 12, 2 trucks with 11, and then only 1 truck with 10, and then Son of a Digger and Mohawk Warrior still tied for dead last with 9 points. So there you guys have it. That is the point standings, and as you guys can see, like I said before, Prowler is still in the points lead, and the championship is his to lose at this point. So we're going to have to wait and see if he can do it, or if he is going to choke that lead in the final 2 events. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so so much for watching this video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys do subscribe. I did just recently hit 4,500 subscribers, and I wanted to say thank you guys so much for that, and I am now on the road to 4,600. And then as always, make sure to leave a like on the video, turn on post notifications, and comment anything you guys want to down in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.